Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Eagles. Now, just like to let you know, next week on the channel, Monday to Friday, it is Eagles week. So there'll be videos Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, around tea time, every single day. 5 episodes back to back. Fingers crossed, that will mean we will be getting very, very close to hopefully a trophy. As you can see, we are top of the Eredivisie after 13 games, 31 points, and we've got a 6-point gap over Ajax, but they are undefeated. They are undefeated. 6 points ahead of them. We haven't played them yet either, but it'd be nice if we're in a proper title race this season. We've also got the Cup. We're still in the Cup. I don't think we've even played in that yet. Yeah, we've not even played in that yet, but we're going to go full for leather in that as well. We've got a really good squad this year with some good rotation options we've not had. And as you can see, we're absolutely dominating the Europa Conference League. Played for, won for. 17 goals. Our form, as you can see, has been pretty good. Couple of little blops against poor teams. We just seem to have off games, but we have bounced back really well each time. 6-1 win over the Cariat and a 7-0 win over Apoel as well. Absolutely dominating that. It means we can rotate a lot. We've got a busy, difficult month coming up here. AZ at home, always a big side. So I class them as the 4th biggest in the division. Ajax, then PSV. And we've also got Feyenoord away as well. The last 2 games of the season, Ajax away, PSV at home. So the minimum, I think, has to be 3rd place. 3rd place gives us Champions League football. We just need to beat the teams around us. I think if we can beat everybody else, we can afford to have a little bit of a slip-up. Potentially a slip-up today because we are playing PEC's Wall, who have beat us so far this season and just seem to be a little bit of a bogey side. Right, let's get into the game. As I said, remember, smash a like on today's video. That'll be lovely. Remember as well, next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Eagles week, 5 Let's Play videos back-to-back on the channel. All right, guys, let's go. Right, so a little bit of squad in and out. Not so much in players, but just players. Our preferred front two at the moment is ISAK, who isn't great as a target forward on tap because he can't run, but does seem to be contributing goal-wise. Lazao has just struggled a little bit this season. 5 goals, what you would say, in 8 games, but 2 of them did come in the Europa Conference League. But if we're just looking at Eredivisie, only 3 in 6, and he's not been great. So he's just finding himself out of the squad, not out of the squad, but out of the team at the moment. And then him and Sekera, our young wonder kid, I'm just feeling like I need to go with Vicio on the basis that we may get big money. Look, PSG are now interested in him. He's only going to have a year's left on his deal in the summer. So either he's going to sign a new deal or he will be sold, potentially for big money. And I think he might finish the season with 30+ goals. Sell him on, and then Sekera comes in as the next little wonder kid. I did look at the bank balance, actually. The bank balance looks not great. We're down to 50 million. We're losing quite a lot a month. We need Champions League football now. So we've made a loss of £73 million this season, which sounds nuts, but that doesn't include the Signorelli money that we got in January. So there you can see, look, the season before, last season, we made a profit of 80 million. So it kind of balances itself out. I am a little bit worried about the amount of money we are losing. And I do think we need to be kind of an established Champions League club, which, you know, in the 12 seasons we've been playing, only 1 season in the Champions League. So it's a big season. We've got higher wages. We've got higher wages as well. So Europa has to be the absolute minimum. Okay, so this, with the exception, let's get, where's Rodriguez? Rodriguez. There he is. With the exception of Rodriguez, that is probably our strongest 11 right now. So Jovetic, Richies, Macandrew, Sergio, Brunetti, Costa, Rodriguez, Ceballos, Muzambo's come back into the side, ISAK and Ravicio. Right, we are at home as well, so you would hope we'd be favourites for these. There just seem to always be a little bit of a team that play okay against us. They have been renowned. I don't know if they've got the same manager, but they were very heavy in possession based. But we are in. ISAK, get in. 20 seconds. We'll take it. Because as I said, we have struggled against teams. A lot of draws, a few narrow defeats. They beat us early on in the season as well. So a little bit of a bogey team. When I see this team come up, it's one of those, apart from obviously the big boys, you're like, oh, it's that team that we never seem to play that well against, but we've started extremely well. ISAK's really good in front of goal. I think it's a player that I'm going to start using a little bit more in the PvP, in the competitions that I've been playing. Right, Costa, free kick. Ravicio, lucky. I think as well with ISAK, he's only on a year deal, but I think we can get another year out of him. And if he doesn't, no problem. We can move him on and try and get someone else. And he is on £45,000 a week. So what we might do is if we don't get Champions League football, we might just have to be a little bit clever with, we've got some players on big wages that we might have to move on. Okay, so it's all on Champions League football this season. We've spent the money, we've got still money in the bank, but we're highly likely, good save from the goalie, we're highly likely to probably lose that next year and our budget be a lot smaller than what it was. Unless, of course, big teams come in for a VCO, which I think will happen. Right, with Mazamba with the free kick. Riches, he's good in front of goal. Straight at the goalie though. Let's ask for a little demand more. Always the issue when you start so well and then you just go flat. I'd love us to get a second goal. Right, McAndrew. Sergio. He's on another one, £76,000, but I think he has got really good sell-on potential anyway, so we don't need to worry too much about that. ISAK. Penalty! No. Riches. Rodriguez. I just need to make sure that if we have to sell players, we've got players coming in. And the striker area, which got a second goal, by the way. We've got the striker, Sakira, to come in for a VCO, but if we have to look at moving Sergio on, we maybe need to look at getting a left centre-half in. So we just need to be planning a little bit, which I will do in the second half of the season. Just say, right, if we have to sell this player, maybe have 3 players that we might look at selling. Have we got ready-made replacements for them? We might do a little bit of business in January as well. I'm really liking the Manchester City defender that I've got on loan. Whether or not we can make that deal permanent, we'll have to see. Okay, cross from Brunetti. Goalkeeper's not dealt with it. We're going to get it second balls. We do. Right, Ceballos to Riches. Slip him. Rodriguez, cross. Isaac was underneath it. Are they going to break? They might break on us here. Can we get a tackle in, boys? Nope. Out to Dyke on this left-hand side. Coming up to not far from half-time. I never feel safe with these PFCs, Wall. I don't know what it is. I never feel safe. Right, we've half defended that. Not a great clearance from McAndrew. This is building for something. Can we win it? No. We have. That was offside, offside, offside. Surely, referee. Linesman has put his flag up. I think it was way off. Yeah, thank God for that. It was building to summit. We're just going to keep our eye on Ajax all the time. It looks like they're winning. It'll be literally, what are Ajax doing? What are Ajax doing? Roda have obviously started really well as well. But I can't imagine them being there with the last couple of games of the season. Mazamba free kick. Isak's there off the post. In. No. Somehow cleared off the line. And what I do like about this now, because we've got these strikers in, we can literally do a double change up there. Rest in. We can play the other 2 for the European Conference games and the Cup games as well. We've got players like Veerman to come in, Pak to come in, the sort of like the Chinese-Spanish player. We've got good defenders to come in. We've got wing-backs to come in. We really are. There's maybe we're just maybe lacking a box-to-box midfielder. And Lima, the Brazilian, not the international, but the Brazilian wants to leave. He's not really physical enough. So that's maybe the one weak area that we might try and sign someone in the January. We'll go raiding South America again. I have gone through a lot of the Dutch teams because I've kind of thought, right, we've got 40 million to spend. Let's go and spend all of it on 3 or 4 really good youngsters that, you know, you can maybe pick up from the lower sides. And I just haven't seen any or players that I don't think are just quite worth the risk just yet. They were maybe a little bit too young. 16, might be a decent player, but not 100% guaranteed. They weren't classed as wonder kids, so I've decided to go against it. And we're coming up to full time. There we go. Job done. 2-0. We'll keep chalking them off. We've got a long way to go, but we're going to keep chalking these games off, playing these teams. Apart from the Ajax, the AZs, the Feyenoords, the PSVs even, you know, everybody else, we just need to make sure we turn up and win. 2-0, job done. Ajax have won 4-1, as you can see. They're going to be, no doubt, big title challengers. Right, so that is it for today. We'll see you on Monday night. And as I said, it's Eagles week. The week after is going to be Tactics Week on the channel. So Monday to Friday, there'll be 5 different tactics. And then the week after that, it's going to be the rebuild week, where there'll be 5 3-season rebuilds on FM23. Man United, Spurs, Chelsea maybe. I'm fancying Leon and one more. Let me know your suggestions down in the comments. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Take care. See you later.